Hello again. In this video, we will discuss about feeding frequency, feeding amount, and how do you know that your baby is getting enough. So let's start. So feeding amount, as we discussed in basics of breastfeeding, that initially you might get few drops only. If you want to express, you will get 5 to 10 ml in first 1 or 2 days, and that is thick colostrum milk. So that is completely fine because the baby has that much demand only, like 10 to 20 ml in the first 1 or 2 days, and then it will increase slowly. So you can demand on feed, or you can feed at least 1 to 2 hourly as your baby is demanding. Don't give gap of more than 2 to 3 hours, because in first week there are chances of dehydration as the baby is losing already weight, and there are chances of having jaundice due to dehydration, and there are chances of low sugar level. So that's why it is very important to feed on demand or every 1 to 2 hourly, so that you can maintain the hydration of the baby. So usually what happens here, really, when the mother doesn't know that the baby is getting sufficient milk, they start giving formula, and that is the point where the mothers will fall into the formula trap. So don't start formula. If your baby is feeding every 1 to 2 hourly and the baby is not losing weight apart from the normal losing weight for first 7 to 10 days, then you don't need to worry. The baby is getting enough milk. So you have to feed, and before feeding you don't have wash your breast, because that is not recommended. If you wash your breast, then the secretion which are your areola will get washed, and the baby will not have that kind of attachment or the sense of smell, and the baby, you might have difficulty in the latching. Second thing, you all need to know that sometimes baby might not latch properly. So it's okay, you can hand express in first 1 week, and then you can give with the Cutlery spoon. Don't start bottle. If you start bottle, then the baby will start taking milk from the bottle and will be comfortable with the bottle only, with the flow and with the nipple. Then the baby will not latch properly on your breast, and the baby will have nipple confusion and flow confusion. That will further lead to having breastfeeding issues like low milk output, latching issue, and other issues. Try not to introduce bottle or pacifier so that the baby doesn't have any these kind of issue. Try to give with the Cutlery spoon or Palade feeding. It's very easy. You will see how to give in next module. So feeding on demand every 1 to 2 hourly, and making sure that your baby is getting enough points you should know as a new mom. Now, how to know that your baby is getting enough milk, because that is concerning issue we get very frequently, that my baby was not getting enough, that's why I started formula and I trapped into formula trap. So you can track that your baby is getting enough. First, the baby is not losing more weight than required, and after 10 days the baby is gaining weight. And second, the baby is passing urine at least more than 6 to 8 times after 3-4 days of the birth. In first 3-4 days, baby might pass for 3 to 4 times only. Third, the baby is relaxed after feeding from one breast 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Fourth is the baby is sleeping well after the feeding, and the baby is demanding every 1 to 2 hourly properly, and the baby is not feeding for longer duration like 1 hour, 2 hour continuously on the breast. So these are the signs you can know that your baby is getting enough milk, and you don't need to worry, and you don't have to start formula. And this is very important to know for the parents to avoid formula trap, because this is the most common reason we start formula, that the baby is not getting enough. So you should know these points. Okay.